What is up, my special beam brothers and sisters? We're back at it again with another figure review. This time I'm going to be reviewing Tien, Shinhan, and Xiaozu. I would say that they would be the 2.0 version of it, of S.H.figuarts. Been a while since I got him. I got the first one. At the end of the video, I'll go ahead and do a side-by-side comparison, but I just want to see how they stack up against each other at the very end. But I'm glad that I finally got him. He's looking nice and crisp. But enough talking about him. Let's get him out of the box and let's get started.
One's a company, two's a crowd, three's a party coming, move around like fresh when the school is out, when the booze is up, when the sun is down, enjoy the ride.
All right, guys, now that we got my boy Tien Shinhan and Xiaozu out of the box, they are looking real nice and clean. I like how the colors complement each other, especially on the greens and the reds, and I like the light blue shirt that Xiaozu has, or it might be like a whitish kind of off-white color, but either way, they just both look good. Straight out of the package, I mean, these are their neutral faces and neutral hands. Well, Xiaozu doesn't really come with another face, but he does have a couple more hands that he comes with. We'll get into that a little bit later. But as far as Tien, he is the bread and butter on this one. So we're just going to go ahead and take him off of the stand and see what kind of articulation he has to work with. And right when we're done with Tien, we'll go ahead and start with Xiaozu. Let's get it. All right, now that we got Xiaozu in somewhat of a kind of a fire pose, I went ahead and took off Tien from the rotating stand, and let's just get into it. All right, so right off the bat, he's going to have his head right here. That's on a neck joint right here. Goes up, goes down that much. As far as the side to side, side to side, not much. You already got range. And as far as the shoulder right here, so one side is pretty much like sleeveless, whereas the other side has this piece right here. I want to say it's like a rotating, no, like a floating piece right here. Otherwise, really good. Shoulder comes out that much. It has like a butterfly joint right here, which is pretty good. Right here we have a cut at the bicep, pretty good. It goes 360. We have bends at the elbow. My boy's going to the gym, but he's not gonna get better than that. Better than 90. Right here we have a swivel at the wrist, and they kind of go in and out. Not that much, but hey, I'm glad to get that. Other side is the same. Now, when it comes to the torso, we have kind of like two cuts right here. So the upper torso kind of allows him to get a little bit better range. It goes back that much. And then the bottom part, you're able to swivel it around. So that's pretty good. He does still have this big same, I guess like waistband. I don't really care for it because it's just really big. Even when you're kind of like bending him at the torso right here, it kind of like almost covers that lower piece. But then again, it's like minor gripe. Okay, so right here at the thigh, we have a cut right here. Legs go up that much. They go back that much. Pretty good. All right, we have bends at the knee right there. Nice. It looks like they could go a little bit more. Nope. Mine only goes about this much. And then we have swivel right here at the foot. Goes out about that much. Out, in about that much. And then bends right here at the toe. Toe articulation. We love it. And the other side is the same way. Like I said, as soon as we're done with Tien, let's go ahead and get Xiaozu off of the stand, and let's get into his articulation. All right, now that we got both of my boys chilling, let's just go ahead and start with Xiaozu since he has the least of accessories. It's going to be kind of hard for the camera maybe to pick up, but and it's really small, really small. So I don't know if you can see that right there. Come on, you got this. There you go. He has like a, I want to say like a pointing finger right here. So that's pretty cool. And then he has another pointing finger. He has a pair of those. So we like those. And then the next one I'm going to be showing is just a pair of, let me see. Just a pair of fist hands right there. So that's pretty much what he comes with. 2 fist hands. All right. Now that we got him out of the way, let's just go ahead and start with my boy Tien. First things first, we start on the heads. So right out of the box, we already know that we got the regular face right there, the neutral face that he comes with, as you can see right there. The next set of heads that he comes with is this kind of like, I would say this is more like a kind of maybe shocked face. He's like, whoa, okay, something just happened. Or he's maybe waiting for Cell or somebody else to just power up. Something like that. The next face that we get is this kind of gritting face right here. Kind of like gritting his teeth. That looks nice right there. And then the last face that we get is this kind of yelling face, which looks really, really good. I like the veins. I don't know if you guys can see that. I like the veins, how they look right there. Nice. Good sculpt. And then his eyes just look crazy. Crazy nice. All right, enough of that. Starting on his hands. Let's just go ahead and get into these kind of blast hands. Open palm hands, however you want to call them. He has a pair of these kind of like gripping hands right here. Nice. Not bad. Let's see. He has the famous tri-beam hands right here. They have these kind of like holes right here like we get with the original Tien. So that's pretty cool. They kind of just like peg in right there, so that way it helps it from not moving. That's pretty cool. And then the last pair of hands, or actually it's just the last hand. He doesn't have a pair of these. I'm pretty sure this is the Dodon Ray hand that he uses right there. So that's pretty cool. And that's going to be it for the accessories for both Tien Shinhan and my boy Chaozu. So I'm just going to go ahead and put them in a fire pose and give my final thoughts on both these guys. All right, now that we got Tien in another fire pose, let's just go ahead and get into it with my boy Chaozu. So with Chaozu, it's a little bit different when it comes to other articulation. He's, I guess, what you say, like maybe the new 2.0 bodies that they're probably going to be using for Gohan and Krillin on the armor for when they get on Namek, the whole Frieza saga. So the articulation with him is just kind of different. So he can look up that much, look down that much. Now when it comes to the arms, it's kind of like on this single joint right here. So you can plug it out. You see how that goes right there? All right. Just plug that back in. And then we have bends right here at the elbow. Right there. They don't bend that much, but that's how much he's going to get. And then these are just on a wrist peg right here. You see right there. This doesn't actually move. This just plugs in like so. And then you're good to go. No waist articulation right here. Bummer, but hey, like I said, you get what you get. So then right here on the legs is it feels weird because it goes up that much, goes back out that much. He can kind of like do the splits a little bit, not too crazy. And I feel like it's about to pop off, but not really. And then we have bends at the knees right here, which he has, the double jointed knees right here. looks better than most. So that looks pretty good. And then when it comes to the toe articulation, well, not toe, I would say foot. It goes out that much, and then on going back in, or going back the other side, it goes like that. And then you have these it's kind of like on a peg right here. Let me see if I can kind of show you guys. See right there? But on his right side, it came out kind of loose right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. You see how that's kind of loose? So I don't care for that. I mean, I'm probably just going to put some super glue or maybe some paint on it so that way it could kind of, maybe stay in place, but nothing too crazy. I'm glad that we got Chaozu. It's like 2 figures in one. I mean, who doesn't like that? It's better than the Birder and the Goldo that we got. Birder was a solid choice, but when it came to Goldo, he was just like, he fell short on the mark. No articulation, just a change of hands. He could turn his head. But this, if we're going to get an extra figure, this Tamashii Nations S.H.figuarts, this is what we want. All right, enough of that. Let's just go ahead and get into the accessories. All right, guys. So my final thoughts on both these guys is that they're going to be a grab for me, only because the articulation on Tien Shinhan is just really good, nice and tight. Elbows, knees, nothing was loose. My only gripe that I had with the loose part was with Chaozu, but you see how I have him laying on the floor like that? Kind of the left knee bent and the right kind of extended. It's just, he's hard to pose right now only because he has that right foot that's just kind of wobbly. But other than that, both of them are great figures. If you don't already have them now, I suggest that you go ahead and cop them. They're like I said, they're aesthetically pleasing, both of them. I got mine from Premium Bandai. It might be a little tough to get them right now. If you find your way maybe on eBay, maybe even Amazon. I don't know if Amazon, don't quote me on that. I don't know if Amazon's selling them right now on their site, but I know eBay, their prices are just like skyrocketing. I was able to get it when they first came out, put my pre-order in, and then, yeah, I was good to go on that. But like I said, guys, like these were definitely grab for me. I'm glad I got them. And like I said, I was going to do a side-by-side comparison on the new one right now, as well as our previous one that we got. So let's just do that real quick. All right, now that we got both my boys side by side, the original and the new one. So the original right now that's facing towards us, he looks just a little bit more jacked. You can kind of see in the head that's a little bit more slimmer. Especially towards the top of the head, whereas the new one is kind of covered up with that sash that he has, and his head is just a little bit more round. I don't know if you can kind of see that, but when it comes to the colors, they both, like off camera, they both look exactly the same. Nothing is more darker, nothing is more lighter. The wristbands and the waistband, the pants, and also the yellow, I don't know what you would call that, I guess like socks, and the black boots or the black shoes, they just all look like the same color as the other one. And when it comes to the Chaozus, you can also see that the better one is the new one that we get because of the articulation. And you see how he just has that whole open arms, hugging face. The only thing that can move is his head, and he does come with that extra piece. It's like an accessory piece that hooks onto him, so that way you can kind of mimic that whole blowing up of Chaozu when he faced who was that? Nappa. Yeah, when he faced Nappa. But that's it for the side by side. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up this video on the review of Tien Shinhan and Chaozu. I would call it the 2.0 version from S.H.figuarts. Let me know in the comment section below if he's going to be a pass or a grab. Major Piccolo shout out to all my special beam brothers and sisters supporting since day one. And like I've said, the channel was lazy, but the movement ain't.
Open for plans tonight.